Hey, what's happening everyone? I'm Sir James from Gamerfuzion.com, and today I'm here to provide you with my review for Crimsonland on the PlayStation 4. Now, Crimsonland is basically a top-down arcade shooter, which is actually a really fun title to play with a couch buddy. Now, going over the graphics for Crimsonland, to be honest, there's not really much to be had here with the graphics because it's just a top-down shooter. You have your landmarks from the different areas you're going to be facing. Of course, you have the numerous amounts of blood which is going to be left over on the battlefield, your characters, and the enemy. So pretty much what I'm trying to say is that for what this game is going for, visually the game looks really nice overall. As for the gameplay is very simple to understand, and here's how the controls work. Using the left analog stick, you'll be moving around your character. The right analog stick will point the direction in which your character is going to shoot, while the left and right triggers on the controller allow you to shoot. All you have to do is basically hold down the controller. Very simple as that. Of course, they did add a little gimmick with the PS4 controller, is that you could actually use the touchpad on the DualShock 4, and you could use that to actually manually aim your cursor to kind of get more of a precise shot. But when you're using that, it kind of puts your hand in an awkward spot, so it doesn't feel right. So just using the controller the way it is very simple. Now, in terms of what does the game have to offer, you have your simple quests, which I guess you could say story mode. You have a total of 6 different quests you're able to do. You start off with a normal difficulty, and every time you complete all 6, you unlock a brand new difficulty level, which the game will get harder and harder as you progress. And of course, along with that, you also have survival, which will give you a few different game modes while you're trying to survive the endless onslaught of the undead. In this case, you have survival, rush, weapon picker, and of course you have 2 in which you get to unlock along the way, so you do have some unlockables. As for the sound, overall the soundtrack in the game was really enjoyable to listen to, and of course you have your basic sound effects in terms of the weapons and every time the enemy dies, but so far just the main soundtrack for the game is really enjoyable to listen to. As for the lifespan, overall this game has a decent lifespan depending on the situation. If you're just playing by yourself, the game has a little bit of lifespan, but you're not really getting the full enjoyable experience. If you really want to enjoy this game to its full potential, then I highly recommend a couch buddy. You could actually play with up to 4 player cooperatively, or just 1 friend or 3 friends depending however many you have, but 4 is the maximum amount of players. So getting together with a group of your friends and playing this game and trying to survive on the highest difficulty level would be the biggest replay value that I see this game has to offer, or even trying to stay together and playing in the survival mode is really enjoyable with the 4 player cooperative mode, or even 2 players. But other than that, like I said, if you have people to play with, a really good lifespan. If you're just by yourself, maybe not as much if you were to have someone to play with. As for the innovation, to be honest, there's not really much of innovation here. It's just a simple top-down shooter that we've seen once before. The only really innovation here that makes it slightly different is the fact that you could use the touchpad on the DualShock 4 controller to give you that precise aim, but other than that, there's really not much to it. But in the end, I'm going to give Crimsonland on the PlayStation 4 a 9 out of 10. It's a really enjoyable title, it's a nice game to have for cooperative gameplay, and of course the music is really awesome. If you guys want to check out some gameplay, you guys can check the link down below. Anyways, I'm Sir James from Gamerfuzion, and always remember guys, Gamerfuzion empowers your gaming.